Hey guys, you might know me as Check or Doom Checks or Checksuki, but here's my skill tutorial for SVP. And for this tutorial, you're gonna need BCC and Sapphire. So if you don't already have those, go get them. I'm not gonna provide you with the links because I'm not trying to get banned off YouTube. But anyways, this is how your skills will look when you're done, which are, as you can see, pretty smooth. Now, I've made these pretty identical to After Effects, and I've made a couple Phonk edits on Vegas, so I'm pretty confident when it comes to skills on Vegas. Now, first thing you're gonna need is BCC pan and zoom, and I'm gonna show you zoom outs first because that's usually the main skill you're gonna be probably using. Now for zoom outs, I'm just gonna put this default on here. I'm gonna just be showing you how to make them from scratch and telling you what everything does. Now make sure your workflow is in AB auto animation. Now once you're done with that, you want to go into animation, and this is going to be your graph right here. If you move the easy in and out, as you can see, that changes your graph for the scale. Now for my graph specifically, I did -100 for the easy in, and for the easy out I did -6.12, which is going to get you this graph right here. Now you want the hold start and hold end to be both on 0. Now you want to go to transform, and you want your scale B to be 100, I think. Is it 100 or 0? We'll see. 100. You want your scale A to be 200 for your zoom out. Now you could make this more or less, but I usually stick around the 200 to 250 range overall. I wouldn't mess beyond that because then it could get kind of weird. You're gonna have to change your graph a little bit. But once you're done with all that, you could go back up and turn off preview easy curve. And that's going to be your scale. Now once you're done with your scale, I'd save it as a preset. It just makes it easier for you, and all the clips that you want to have scale out, you can easily make that happen. So right here I have my scale out. I'm just going to drag it onto all the clips I want to scale out. Alright, now that we're done with that, next up you want to do zoom ins. So for the zoom in, this is a little more complicated. So since PCC pan and zoom doesn't have tiles, we're going to use blur mode curves to do tiles. So as you can see, it's zoomed out. Put your blur mode curves on 100 or 1.2. The Z distance on 1.2, and make your wrap X and Y both reflect. Once you're done with that, we're going to add another one of these. Now for the graph I use, animation, and I kept both of these on 0. The easy in would be around -90. And the easy out is going to be about 3.4. Now as you can see, zooming in a lot. We're going to fix that. So for transforms, we're going to go 100 to 140. And as you can see, that's pretty smooth. So we're done with all the beginning scales of the clips. Now we gotta add zoom outs, zoom ins. So the only clips I'm gonna zoom out and zoom in are these two right here, because these are the only two I actually did that. The rest are just screen pumps. So the zoom ins and zoom outs are probably the hardest part, but I'll try to make it as easy as possible. Now for my zoom ins at the end of the clip, my hold start for this was a little different, since you want your zoom in to start at the end of the clip. So I made this one around 83. And the hold end, I always make 0. Now, you want the easy in to be 60, while your easy out is negative 100. Now go to transforms, and you want your scale A to be 100, your scale B to be between 150 and 160. Now let me remove this easies. Now, for some clips, whether or not they might be shorter or longer, you might need to mess with that hold end part, because you want your zoom in to be around like 4 or 5 frames. So like for shorter clips, it might look weird if you use the same one. Overall, you should be fine. You just don't want it looking too stiff. Like if I made this longer, the zoom in would take longer. But either way is fine. Overall. Now, hardest thing is zoom out. SVP kind of struggles when it comes to shit like pinch, so yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add default. You want to turn off your shutter duration. Again, we want to put both of these on reflect. And we're just gonna animate Z distance. Alright, so for your Z distance, we're gonna keyframe it. So you can't use this one as a preset. You're gonna have to do it manually. And you wanna go to the last frame and go back 4 times. We're just gonna keyframe this right here. And keyframe the next 3. Alright. Now for the first one, you're gonna need to put your scale at around 1.10 or 1.010. After that, we're gonna put the next scale on 1.50. Then finally the last one, I put it on around 1.3. Now you see this tile, it might look really weird. If you put your blur mode curves before your pan and zoom, it'll fix that tile issue. So that's the zoom out. Now that you have the zoom out, you're just gonna need the pinch itself. So I just use regular pinch. I haven't really tried on any other thing. I mean, pinch is, it's kind of weird on Vegas because it pinches really small, but that's why for this tutorial, the best thing to do, I promise you, is put the pinch at the beginning so it actually covers more space. Now you want to keyframe 1 frame before the end of the clip. So as you can see, go back 2 frames, keyframe once, and make sure it's on 0. Also make sure the start's on 0 too. And the last one, you just want to put max pinch. And you'll end up with this. So that's basically how to just do Phonk scaling on SVP. Now for motion blur, I don't recommend using the motion blur on BCC or blur mode curves. So I usually just use RSMB. I already have RSMB on the project though, so I'll just show you my settings. These are my settings for like my CC for RSMB. You could raise them a little bit. It wouldn't be too bad if you raised it a little bit, but I wouldn't go above like 1, because then it could get really blurry. You don't want that. Your scales are gonna add to the blur as well. So I do about 1.5 to 1. Your blur sensitivity, put that on 70. Keep your foreground blur amount on 50 and your foreground blur on around 70 as well. Now that's basically it. I will be doing more Vegas tutorials soon. I'm gonna do a Vegas Phonk CC tutorial and probably shake soon. Hope y'all enjoy. Make sure to drop a like, sub, all that.